you, buddy? Alrighty. Hey there, YouTube. I'm stuck in the past. Well, anyway, I figured I'd show you guys what I do for my day job. I love working on the farm. Ultimately, I want to do that as a living. But right now, I'm kind of doing a pretty cool thing where I run at a landfill. I do a lot of things here. Primarily, I operate equipment. Most of the equipment I operate range between excavators and loaders and compactors, but here lately, due to circumstances, I've been primarily in the compactor. It's a pretty cool gig because there's not many jobs in the world where you can just get in a giant piece of equipment with big spiky wheels and just run things over all day. I've had circumstances where I've literally run over the neighbor's deck because they just happened to tear it down, bring it here, and I was in the compactor that day. So you can't usually do that legally. So that's a pretty cool perk to the gig. Other circumstances also include running over boats. We do live in a very nautical area. We're right near the Chesapeake Bay. So people scrap their boats here a lot, and since they're all fiberglass, it's up to me to crush them down, reduce their volume, and put them into the landfill. There's a lot of science that goes into landfilling. A lot of it revolves around volume reduction, and that's pretty much this machine's complete purpose. Take the volume, reduce it, make it nice and tight, and continue building. Basically, build mountains out of trash. Luckily for me and my nose, this is a C&D landfill, and what that means is it's a construction and demolition landfill only. You'll notice in this video that there's a lot of wood debris, shingles, and stuff you usually see in the building of houses. There's not much comes in here, and really there isn't supposed to be any that comes in here that has to do with household waste and trash, because that's just not what we're permitted for. So as a result, the landfill actually doesn't end up smelling really bad, which is great because I've been to some of those landfills and it's awful. So anyway, join me on my day here. We're currently working on the second cell that this landfill's ever had, and eventually we want to move across the street and start the third cell. We're getting kind of close to the end of the second cell, and we're pretty high up. Actually, currently we're roughly 106 feet, I think, over the ground level, and I believe behind me is another 8 feet more than that, and that's our max level, 8 or 9 feet. So please join me in today's extravaganza. So basically the job just entails keeping a nice level, making sure everything's up to grade, and keeping everything nice and clean so when all the trucks come in for dumping, they've got a smooth, nice surface to ride on. So the way we accomplish that is by making our slopes nice and crisp. Usually how I do that is by pushing up to the edge of the slope and then just lifting the blade, letting it all fall down naturally. That creates about exactly the kind of slope we want to see. Look at that little flopper right there. The slope we want to see, which is about a 3-to-1, which is just a bit shy of a 45. I think 1-to-1 would be considered a 45. And by 3-to-1 or 1-to-1, I mean it is 3 feet out to 1 foot down. So if you can kind of picture that, a 1-to-1 being 45, 1 foot out, 1 foot down. And that's the kind of ideal slope. Usually to achieve that slope, what I like to do is run forwards on it, sideways, backwards, diagonal, everything. And that's how you get maximum compaction and for the smoothest result. Looks like lucky for us, we actually just got a little sea-dew that came in. I don't know if you can see it through the blade, but it's right about there. So this is one of the perks of the job. We get to kind of run over things we wouldn't normally get to run over. So let's see what happens here. So just like that, with just the front end of the machine, which is the lightest portion of the machine, just about reduced it to nothing. Let's hit it one more time and see what happens. We'll hit it with everything we got, front and back. That's pretty much all she wrote. Gone is gone. So now my goal is to try to get this place all level so we can continue moving out at a nice, smooth, and steady rate. Looks like today is kind of a lucky day. Got a boat just came in, and I figure I'll aim right for it just to show you what this thing can do. It's actually pretty cool. You'll be able to hear it in a second. That would be Boat No More. So I don't know if it gets much more fun than this for a job. If you got something, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you got. And basically at the end of the day, this is what you want to kind of come up with. Nice straight lines. Oh man, my finger's too close. Nice straight lines across all the way. A slope that matches the contours of the rest of the landfill, and of course flat on top. So that was a day in the compactor with me, and if you want to see more stuff from around here, just let me know and I'll do it. Right now I'm basically just in the compactor, so it's going to be just compacting for now, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So anyway, have a great day. This has been Stuck in the Past. I'll see you.